For InfoLive TV, I'm Dave Bender in Jerusalem, and with me here in studio is Professor Grielsammer of the Political Science Department of Bar-Ilan University. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Professor, let's talk about what happened at the Amona riots of last week, and there was a massive right-wing demonstration in downtown Jerusalem yesterday evening. Tens of thousands of people flooding the square, flooding the downtown part of the city. Now, is Acting Prime Minister Olmert right to dismiss calls by this group for a commission of inquiry into the violence, supposedly police brutality, or would this signal to right-of-center voters that he's exactly following Ariel Sharon's political and diplomatic legacy of brushing off criticism, especially from former supporters?
Well, I do believe that we are witnessing a radicalization of the two sides. And this is something which is calculated, something which is wanted by the two sides. On the one hand, the settlers reach the conclusion that by being quiet, by doing nothing, for example, during the disengagement, they didn't obtain anything from the government. And they decided, I think, during the last weeks, to change their strategy. And they want riots. On the other hand, I do believe that the government, and especially Ehud Olmert, reached the same conclusion, that by being nice with the settlers, first, nothing can be done, for example, to implement the decisions of the High Court of Justice. And secondly, that most of the public, which is middle of the road, which is in the middle of the political spectrum, really waits from a prime minister to be more energetic and more decisive in his actions and in his behavior. So for these reasons, I do believe that we will see more of these kind of Amona demonstrations in the next times.
In the near future, as though there's going to be more pullouts. The government's
Probably.
already said there's going to be another 3 pullouts.
Yes, and that's a strategy from the two sides which will be continued.
Why is the story erupting now, though? The articles, the drawings were published months ago, I believe in September or October of last year. And why is it only coming to a head now?
I think there has been an evolution in the thinking and in the strategy of the Muslim leaders a bit everywhere. Again, today there is a very large number of Muslim immigrants in Europe. I know especially well France, in which there is a problem with Muslims, as we have seen in the recent years. And this number today is so large and so high, and there's nothing to do in front of this phenomenon. For example, they begin to have a political role, a political strength in European countries that probably, I think, they feel their strengths. They feel that they can respond to such caricatures and such attacks, and they feel sure that they will not be expelled and that the governments will not take any measures against them. And that's something which is very different from what we saw even some years ago.
Well, there may be unfair surprise in any case from the governments of Europe. Professor Grielsammer from the Bar-Ilan University Political Science Department, thanks for speaking with us on InfoLive TV.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for being with us.